here I am, quarantined with my training partner. All right, so gonna go over some basic stuff from guard. Of course, I could have my gi top on if I wanted, but hey, here to strangle things. All right, so first and foremost, let's just focus on our basic grip, again, for getting a choke. A lot of times when you're inside the guard, you want to control the upper body and the head, so immediately you're getting that good grip, on the neck, as close as you can on the neck so you can control the head. Now, once you're here, you want to control, a lot of times, the sleeve. You want to control the back of the sleeve. You want to control something so that they can't use their hands freely. All right? You might be able to use one, but not both. So again, I could grab the elbow. And again, every gi has a seam. Grab the seam. Grab the seam. It's easier to hang on to. Also can grab the sleeve down here. Now, okay, so we've basically established this. Now, once I'm here, I have this grip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up the other side. So I'm pulling on this. I'm gripping tight. Then I loosen this side up. Now, right now, because I can get underneath this arm, I'm going to do it. So I've loosened this up. And what I'm going to do is I angle my body this direction. Allows me now to reach in easier right here. Now I pull myself straight again. All right? And now I can use my arms. And again, I'm going to expand my chest to do the choke. All right? The other thing I want you to focus on while you're choking, because this is the time that you can really isolate those small movements and really put some force on this choke so you can develop the strength and the correct position to really crush a neck. Or, hey, guess what? A jaw might get in your way. You got to crush it. So this is where we get to develop that crushing power. So again, I've opened up this first side. Okay, I got control of this arm. I angle myself over. I push the collar open so that the other side is loose enough so I can slide my hand in there. Right? Notice my leg is up here. It's tight. It's bundled up. I'm controlling the posture now again with my leg. Now I straighten my body back out. Reattach my guard. I turn my wrists and I'm going to wrist curl. I'm going to wrist curl my arms. And I'm going to use my arms to scrape my elbows right by my ribs. And then I inhale. Notice I can sit here and work my strength, work my endurance and my grip, and really get my wrist bent so that this part of my forearm and wrist bone is doing the work. I don't have that hollow spot. A lot of times people have this curve because they're like this. You have to turn this arm in. This is the time to now focus on that. Huge detail, but you never really get to focus it on your partner's neck because they'll tap. They'll tap right away. So now we can focus on just crushing, getting that correct grip. Everything's coming in. I'm wrist curling and turning my thumbs in, expanding my elbows across my rib cage and just expanding. And by expanding, you're inhaling, getting a big, giant whiff of oxygen so that your muscles can continue to squeeze and grab in case you need to hold on for a little longer. So again, if I'm going on the other side, I'm right here. I get this grip in, right? So again, I'd be over on this side. I'd be controlling an arm. I'd be controlling an arm. Angle. Angle, using this leg to control the upper body. This hand pushes. This push loosens up this collar so I can get this grip in deep. Right? Once I'm here, I straighten my body out. Now, when I straighten my body out, I'm going to continue to pull this side in. So it just continues without even squeezing. It's just naturally getting tighter. Wrist curl, turn my thumbs in, elbows down. And I can really wrist curl right now and hold on tight so I can work my strength, work what I can't usually do in the gym because your partner's neck will get crushed. Their jaw will get crushed. They're going to feel pain and they tap right away. So now we actually have something we can put some force into and develop the strength, develop the endurance in your grip to keep squeezing, to keep crushing, just in case you need to hold on. It might not be 100% on. Now, same thing. I'm right here. I got my grip. Angle. This time as I angle, look at, I chop over the top. And when I chop, I want to make sure that I'm underneath their jaw as much as possible. If their chin goes down, well, grab. We're going to use our forearm. We're going to drive in. Now watch, as I straighten my body out, this arm is going to continue to pull and it's going to get tighter. So as I'm here, my wrist curls, I'm turning. It's getting tighter. Now, driving down. Remember, I'm using my forearm to drive in. This other side is really curling underneath the jaw. This side right here, this side, you're turning in, wrist curl. Now we can really develop that strength in the muscle. Wrist curl, pull. Again, inhale. And get tighter and tighter. And hold this for a while. Develop that endurance. Develop your grip strength. Super important. You're only as strong as your weakest link. And guess what? This is your weakest link until it's not. And the only way you develop that is by using this opportunity to develop that strength. Okay, now, we're right here. Drill. I'm just going to keep this a little looser. I'm going to practice in, 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 in. Notice how my body's swishing back and forth. So when I'm here, I'm entering in, enter 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 in, and again, you're trying to make this as smooth as possible. Entering that in. If I'm holding this super tight, this side's tight. I can't get in. So I loosen this up as I angle. Loosen it up as I angle. All right, so again, have our dummy, and we're practicing creating that angle. So I'm swishing my body this direction, going this direction, going this direction, this direction. At the beginning, don't worry about having to go fast, smooth, because remember, smooth is fast, right? The more I do something, the more comfortable it's going to become. And I'm also going to find little ways to become more efficient and effective in my movement. So take some time to develop those little tricks. Okay? Now, old choke, but still works. Especially, you've got to remember, don't discard a technique because it's old, because it doesn't necessarily work against people in the know. Because guess what? If you got to defend yourself against somebody who's attacking you and you happen to end up on the bottom and you're able to get a collar, they don't know. They don't know. They're too busy trying to attack you to think about their own defense of their neck. All right? So that's the thing that, again, you have to remember that people that are generally attacking you, if you have to do this for self-defense, they're not going to be posturing up, guarding their neck, because if they are, get the heck out of Dodge. It's a jiu-jitsu match. No, they're going to be trying to hit you. They're going to be trying to control your body. They're going to be a little bit wild and chaotic. That's why I'm controlling them with my legs. All right? And I get my hands on the collar, both on one side. Old school, right? I'm looping over the head. Looping over the head. This elbow comes up, I loop. And there's my choke. Now, again, boom. I get to really crank. Use my grip. Strengthen my wrist. Then I go to the other side. This hand, the outside hand is on top. Inside hand is a little bit low. You want to have enough slack here so they can swing around. Once I'm here, I'm lifting up my elbow, and you're going to use my legs to pull their head down. I don't want them to be postured up. So once I'm here, I'm using my legs to pull them down and loop this around. Loop this around and shut it. Shut it. Clamp it down. Wrist to forearm. I'm right here. I now squeeze, pull, develop that strength. Wrist curl. Focus on the blades of your arms doing the work. And position. And again, using your body. See, I'm using this. I'm taking his head, or the headless horseman here, and his nub is going this direction. But now I want to change it to that direction. I'm over the top. This hand wrist curls. Wrist curls. This one clamps down. He's now stuck inside the trap. I now use my legs. Pull. Wrist curl. Yank. Breathe in. This is the time to develop the endurance of your grip so that you have a crushing, absolutely devastating grip by the time you're done with this time that we're spent here training on something that can literally crush every single day. All right, so a couple of different chokes, nothing crazy, all right? But remember, this dude right here does not care, does not have feelings, does not have nerves. You can crush the neck. You can develop your grip. You can really focus on doing everything absolutely as perfect as possible. You can hold the choke. You can develop more efficiency and effectiveness in your own body. Figure out what part of your grip feels a little weaker, what part feels strong. Do I have some weak links in that area that I need to strengthen up? This is the opportunity to get some reps in and start slowly but surely taking those very simple chokes and making them absolutely devastating, because they still work like a charm. You get a hold of a collar. Remember, I always say this to my students. Just because you can get away from someone's choke that's holding you right now, you got to remember whose hands are on your collar, whose grip and technical superiority and strength and crushing ability is now on your neck, jaw, chin, teeth, whatever. There are some people that when they get a hold of your neck, when they get a hold of that collar, good luck, good night. They are going to crush you. Hey, there's a reason for that. They developed the strength, they developed the technique, and they developed the literal just endurance to continue to crush and squeeze until it is done and they are getting the tap or you are asleep. Become that person. This is the opportunity to do it. Take your time, develop the nitty-gritty details, and get after it. Just like you're lifting, you're developing the strength, you're becoming stronger, more efficient, more effective, building endurance. And you're only as strong as those weakest links, and these weak links are no longer going to be weak. They're going to be strong. They're going to be devastating. All right? So, hey, a little bit of detail here, but use this time to develop it on this guy. Does not give any care about how hard you go. He'll never give up. He'll never quit. He's never going to tap. So you're going to have to keep on squeezing and developing that full-on crushing choke strength. All right? Take it easy. Have fun. Develop the basics and be a master at them.